You've undoubtedly heard of the Bermuda Triangle. It's a place whispered about where vessels vanish, aircraft plunge from the sky, and, if you believe the internet, aliens abduct people with unsettling regularity. This region, situated between Miami, the Bermuda Islands, and Puerto Rico, has long been synonymous with the inexplicable, a staple for any self-respecting mystery-themed channel. But here's the curious part. While bloggers and conspiracy theorists have debated dimensional portals and Atlantean underwater bases for decades, actual scientists have quietly been at work. They've deployed instruments to the seafloor, launched satellites, drilled into the ocean crust, and meticulously analyzed the data. And what they've begun to uncover in recent years is far more captivating than any alien fantasy. Because the reality of the Bermuda Triangle isn't just strange, it's rewriting our understanding of geology, oceanography, and even the very nature of water itself. Today, we'll explore 5 discoveries that science has made in this area. I promise, after this, you'll view the Bermuda Triangle through entirely different eyes. Prepare yourselves, because the truth about this triangle is more chilling than any legend. We begin with the story that ignited this entire myth. On December 5th, 1945, 5 Avenger torpedo bombers departed from Fort Lauderdale Air Base in Florida. This was Flight 19. It was a routine training mission, a standard exercise for 14 young pilots. The flight plan was straightforward: head east, drop practice ordnance on a designated target, and return. The weather was clear, the aircraft were airworthy, the pilots experienced. Nothing foretold disaster. Yet, 2 hours after takeoff, the flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, radioed the base reporting that both his compasses had failed. He couldn't determine their position. The radio transmissions recorded by the base grew increasingly distressed. Taylor seemed to believe they were over the Gulf of Mexico, though in reality, the aircraft were likely far out in the Atlantic. Controllers attempted to guide him westward towards land, but communication deteriorated. The last communication from Flight 19 was received around 7 in the evening, after which 5 aircraft carrying 14 individuals vanished forever. No wreckage, no bodies, no oil slicks, nothing. More unsettling, a Martin Mariner flying boat dispatched to search also disappeared. 27 people seemingly dissolved into thin air in a single evening. This incident became the cornerstone of the Bermuda Triangle myth. Writers, journalists, and paranormal enthusiasts have amplified it for decades, embellishing it with details absent from the original reports. Accounts emerged of Taylor supposedly crying out about white water and strange skies, of compasses spinning wildly, of a green luminescence hovering over the ocean. None of these specific details are substantiated by declassified Navy archives. But who cares when the story already reads like a horror movie script? Riding the wave of the Triangle's popularity, every shipwreck and every aviation accident in the vicinity began to be attributed to mysterious forces. By the 1970s, the Triangle's victim count had ballooned to hundreds of ships and dozens of aircraft. It truly seemed as though something anomalous was occurring in this stretch of ocean. But was it? This is precisely where real science enters the picture. The first step researchers took was to examine actual statistics, not folklore and legends. In 2013, the World Wildlife Fund released a comprehensive study analyzing global shipwreck data over several decades. The results were profoundly disappointing for mystery aficionados. The Bermuda Triangle didn't even rank among the top 10 most dangerous areas in the world's oceans. When considering the number of incidents per unit of shipping traffic, it trailed behind the South China Sea, the coast of the United Kingdom, the Mediterranean Sea, and several other bodies of water. Simply put, ships don't sink in the Bermuda Triangle any more frequently than in any other busy maritime region. Insurance companies, who scrutinize every cent, do not increase premiums for vessels traversing the triangle. And they would certainly know if the risk were genuinely elevated. The United States Coast Guard does not officially recognize the Bermuda Triangle as a zone of heightened danger and does not maintain separate statistics for it. To them, it's just another section of ocean with a normal rate of incidence. One might think this would be the end of the discussion, but scientists are meticulous individuals. Instead of simply stating, "nothing unusual here," they began to dig deeper. And that's when something unexpected happened. The triangle did indeed prove to be special, just not in the way conspiracy theorists imagined. The first truly significant discovery pertains to the seabed. The ocean floor in the Bermuda Triangle area is not a flat, sandy plain adorned with seaweed. It's one of the most geologically complex and dramatic landscapes on the planet. It's home to the Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean, at 8,380 meters. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall when measured from sea level. Nearby are underwater mountains, canyons, volcanic ridges, and vast carbonate platforms riddled with caves and sinkholes. But the most crucial discovery awaited scientists not within the trench itself, but on the shallow banks of the Bahamas. In 2015, a team of Norwegian researchers from the Arctic University of Tromsø, while examining satellite imagery of the Barents Sea floor, identified massive craters up to 800 meters in diameter and 45 meters deep. These formations were evidence of powerful methane releases from submerged gas reservoirs. Gas, trapped under pressure within sedimentary rocks, periodically erupts, and these eruptions are so potent they leave behind craters the size of city blocks. The researchers immediately drew a parallel to the Bermuda Triangle. The reason is that the seabed in this region also contains colossal reserves of gas hydrates, crystalline structures where methane molecules are encased within ice cages. These hydrates are stable under high pressure and low temperatures. However, if conditions change, if the water warms slightly or the pressure drops due to seismic activity, they begin to destabilize. Methane is released, turning into gas and rising to the surface in immense bubbles. Laboratory experiments have shown that water saturated with gas bubbles drastically loses its density. If a ship finds itself above a release zone, it can literally sink. The water beneath it can no longer support it, as if the solid ground suddenly turned to air. The vessel plunges to the seabed in seconds, too quickly to transmit a distress signal, leaving no debris or oil slicks on the surface because the bubble stream pulls everything down. This explains one of the most chilling aspects of Bermuda Triangle disappearances, the complete lack of evidence. Conspiracy theorists, of course, attempted to integrate this finding into their worldview. Some claimed the methane eruptions were exhaust from an underwater Atlantean base still operational on the ocean floor. Others suggested the gas hydrates were remnants of an ancient civilization's energy system, and the Bermuda Triangle was the site of a forgotten machine still functioning, periodically releasing energy. A third group posited that the methane opens portals to other dimensions, reasoning that at a certain concentration, the gas can induce hallucinations in pilots and mariners, causing them to steer their vessels and aircraft into oblivion, unaware of their actions. Scientific reality, as is often the case, proved more mundane, yet no less alarming. Geologists have confirmed that the Bermuda Triangle seabed does indeed contain gas hydrates, but they emphasize that mass eruptions are rare events, occurring once every few thousand years. The last major release in this area, according to their estimates, may have occurred at the end of the last ice age, approximately 15,000 years ago, when ocean warming destabilized vast reserves of underwater methane. Nevertheless, the mere fact that a gas bomb lies dormant beneath the ocean floor, capable of awakening with any seismic tremor, commands far greater respect for this region than for an ordinary stretch of sea. The second discovery concerns not the seabed, but the sky, and it offers a more compelling explanation for aircraft disappearances than any portals or abductions. Meteorologists have long noted the formation of unusual weather patterns in the Bermuda Triangle. The warm waters of the Gulf Stream, which flow directly through the triangle, create a powerful contrast with the cooler air descending from the North American continent. This contrast generates microbursts, localized storms that materialize seemingly out of nowhere, achieve hurricane force within minutes, and dissipate just as rapidly. In the era before satellites and modern radar, these storms were invisible. They didn't appear on weather maps, weren't detected by coastal stations, and struck ships without warning. However, a true breakthrough came with a study published in 2016 by meteorologists from the University of Colorado. Analyzing satellite images of cloud cover over the Bermuda Triangle, they discovered peculiar hexagonal cloud formations not found elsewhere in the Atlantic. These clouds were not merely unusually shaped, they were linked to what are known as air bombs, downdrafts of air that plummet from altitudes onto the ocean surface at speeds up to 170 kilometers per hour. Imagine an invisible fist striking the water from above, generating waves up to 15 meters high and hurricane-force winds within a radius of several kilometers. An aircraft caught in such a downdraft can lose altitude so abruptly that the pilot has no time to react. A ship struck by an air bomb is hit by a wave from one side and a gust of wind from the other, potentially capsizing in seconds. And then, half an hour later, the sky is clear again, the ocean is calm, and the arriving rescue teams see what appears to have been a disaster under perfect weather conditions. This discrepancy between the serene conditions upon the arrival of rescuers and the utter destruction of the vessel or aircraft created the impression of a mysterious, supernatural disappearance. The victims seemed to vanish into thin air. Nothing supernatural was actually happening. The weather in this region simply possesses the capacity to kill quickly, brutally, and without witnesses. The third discovery caused consternation not among conspiracy theorists, but among physicists. It concerns the Earth's magnetic field and its peculiar behavior in the triangle. Mariners have complained for centuries that compasses in the Bermuda Triangle act erratically. The needle would twitch, show incorrect directions, or spin for no apparent reason. These complaints were always dismissed as superstition and sailors' tales, until geophysicists began systematic measurements. They discovered that the Bermuda Triangle is one of the few regions on the planet where magnetic north and geographic north align, meaning the magnetic declination is zero. While not inherently dangerous, this presents a navigational challenge. Sailors and pilots accustomed to accounting for magnetic declination in this area would have to omit that correction. If they failed to do so, their course would be thrown off, leading them tens of kilometers off their intended path without realizing the error. But this was merely the surface of the issue. In 2020, a team of researchers from the University of Liverpool in the United Kingdom published a paper demonstrating that the Earth's magnetic field in the Bermuda Triangle exhibits a localized anomaly linked to the so-called South Atlantic anomaly. This is a region of weakened magnetic field that slowly drifts westward and occasionally engulfs the triangle area with its edge. Within this anomalous zone, the Earth's magnetic field is weaker than usual, leading to two significant consequences. Firstly, compasses can indeed provide inaccurate readings. Secondly, the weakened magnetic field offers less protection from cosmic radiation, causing satellites flying through this area to experience more frequent electronic malfunctions. Conspiracy theorists, naturally, interpreted this as proof that the Bermuda Triangle is a planetary energy nexus, a place where ley lines converge and a powerful, invisible force can disable electronics and disorient people. Some recalled Nikola Tesla's theories on long-distance energy transmission and speculated that the triangle was a natural analog to Tesla's tower, a colossal electromagnetic resonator tuned to the Earth's frequency. Geophysicists, however, explained the anomaly not as mysticism, but as geology. Beneath the South Atlantic, at the boundary between the core and the mantle, lies a region where the convective flows of molten iron move differently than in other parts of the core. This weakens the magnetic field in a specific sector, and the effect slowly migrates across the planet's surface. In a few centuries, the anomaly may shift, and compasses in the Bermuda Triangle will again function flawlessly. But for now, navigational systems, especially older analog compasses, can fail at the most inopportune moments. The fourth discovery was made not by geologists or meteorologists, but by oceanographers, and it concerns water itself. The Gulf Stream, one of the most powerful ocean currents on the planet, flows directly through the Bermuda Triangle, transporting warm water from the tropics to the North Atlantic. Its speed in some areas reaches 9 kilometers per hour, and its width can be up to 80 kilometers. It's not merely a river in the ocean. It's a wall of moving water capable of dragging a small vessel hundreds of kilometers off course if the captain doesn't account for the current. But in recent years, scientists have observed something within the Gulf Stream that was previously unnoticed. giant underwater vortices that break away from the main flow and meander through the ocean like invisible whirlpools. These eddies, or mesoscale eddies, have diameters ranging from 50 to 300 kilometers and can persist for months, slowly drifting across the Atlantic. Within the vortex, water circulates, creating powerful underwater currents that are virtually undetectable on the surface. A ship caught in such a vortex might suddenly find itself being carried in a completely unexpected direction, with its navigational instruments contradicting reality. In an era when navigation relied on stars and compasses, such drift could be fatal. But the most intriguing discovery concerns not the vortices themselves, but what they do to waves. In 2017, oceanographers from the University of Southampton in the United Kingdom conducted computer simulations of wave processes in the Bermuda Triangle region and found that the collision of waves from different storm systems can generate so-called rogue waves. These are solitary walls of water up to 30 meters high that appear suddenly, exist for a few minutes, and vanish without a trace. These waves are not a myth. Their existence has been confirmed by satellite observations and readings from instruments on oil platforms in the North Sea. A rogue wave crashes onto a ship from above and from the sides simultaneously, breaking the hull and inundating the decks with tons of water. A vessel can sink within 2 to 3 minutes, unable to transmit a distress signal. And because the wave disappears as quickly as it appears, rescuers arriving at the scene find a calm sea and no sign of a storm. The Bermuda Triangle, researchers believe, is one of the places where rogue waves form most frequently, as several wave systems converge here: the waves of the Gulf Stream, waves from the open Atlantic, and waves reflected from the shallow Bahamian banks. The fifth discovery is the most recent and perhaps the most significant for the future. It was made not in water or air, but within the sedimentary layers on the triangle's seabed. In 2019, an international team of geologists working on a deep-sea drilling program extracted cores, cylindrical samples of sediment from the ocean floor near the Bermuda Islands. These cores contained a layered record of climatic changes over the past several million years, and what they found within them compelled climatologists to revise their models. In layers corresponding to periods of rapid warming in Earth's past, they discovered evidence of massive methane releases from underwater hydrates, those very gas bombs we discussed earlier. But the scale of these releases turned out to be considerably larger than previously assumed. Geochemical analysis revealed that during the so-called Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, 56 million years ago, billions of tons of methane were released from the seabed in this region, entering the atmosphere and triggering a jump in global temperature of 5 to 8 degrees Celsius over a few thousand years. Methane is a greenhouse gas 80 times more potent than carbon dioxide, and its mass release initiated a chain reaction. Warming melted more hydrates, releasing more methane, which caused further warming. This vicious cycle, which scientists call the methane catastrophe, nearly wiped out life in the oceans. And here's what concerns contemporary climatologists. The gas hydrates on the Bermuda Triangle seabed haven't disappeared. They still lie within the sedimentary rocks, trapped by the pressure and low temperature of the deep ocean. But the global ocean is warming. Each year, heat penetrates deeper, and sooner or later, it will reach the layers where the hydrates are stored. No one knows precisely when this will happen, or if it will occur at all in the foreseeable future. However, the cores from the Bermuda Triangle seabed demonstrate that it has happened before, and the consequences were catastrophic. Upon learning of this research, conspiracy theorists immediately declared that governments were concealing the truth about an impending methane catastrophe, and that elites were already building underground bunkers to survive the coming apocalypse. Others link the methane releases to the prophecies of Edgar Cayce, who allegedly predicted that Atlantis would rise from the ocean floor precisely in the Bermuda Islands area, and that the gas release was the first sign of a dormant civilization awakening. A third group suggested that the hydrates were not natural gas, but frozen waste from alien manufacturing left on the seabed millions of years ago. Geologists naturally do not subscribe to these fantasies, but acknowledge that the situation with the hydrates is a ticking time bomb, and that the Bermuda Triangle is literally sitting on a powder keg. Not a mystical one, but a very real one composed of frozen methane, waiting for its moment. There is one more detail that unites all 5 discoveries and lends them new meaning. The Bermuda Triangle is not a cursed place. It's a location where several natural forces converge, each individually not particularly unusual, but together creating a unique combination of threats. Gas hydrates exist in other parts of the ocean, but not everywhere do they coexist with the planet's most powerful current. Microbursts occur in the tropics, but not everywhere are they intensified by the contrast between warm water and cold air. Magnetic anomalies exist worldwide, but not everywhere do they coincide with a busy sea and air intersection, where hundreds of vessels pass daily and dozens of aircraft fly. The Bermuda Triangle is an ideal storm of factors, an overlay of geological, meteorological, and oceanographic characteristics that creates conditions where ordinary incidents appear inexplicable. For centuries, people have encountered the consequences of these factors, but have been unable to see or measure them. The compass goes haywire, a wave appears from nowhere, a ship sinks in calm seas, and the human mind, lacking rational explanations, creates myths of sea monsters, curses, and aliens. But here's what's truly astonishing. Even after all these discoveries, the Bermuda Triangle continues to present surprises. In 2022, during seafloor mapping near the Bahamian Banks, researchers discovered an extensive system of underwater caves and blue holes, vertical karst sinkholes plunging hundreds of meters into the limestone platform. These blue holes have proven to be true time capsules. Within their unfathomable depths, where currents fail to penetrate and waters remain undisturbed for millennia, sediment layers lie preserved, bearing witness to a 10,000-year chronicle of hurricanes, tsunamis, and climatic cataclysms. Paleoclimatologists have only just embarked on the intricate task of deciphering this historical record, yet it is already evident that the Bermuda Triangle is not merely a zone of peril, but rather an invaluable repository of the Atlantic Ocean saga. Each stratum of sediment at the bottom of this azure chasm represents a page in a volume meticulously penned by the ocean over countless ages, and we have only just turned to the inaugural chapter. Our journey thus far has taken us from the enigma of the missing link, 19, to the frozen methane resting on the ocean floor, from atmospheric detonations in the heavens to magnetic anomalies embedded within Earth's crust. And the ultimate revelation concerning the Bermuda Triangle proved to be entirely unforeseen. This locale is no more hazardous than any other, yet its complexities far surpass our prior estimations. Nature requires no supernatural gateways or extraterrestrial visitors to wield its deadly power. Mere gas, water, wind, and the planet's magnetic field suffice. For decades, we searched the Bermuda Triangle for a myth, only to uncover science. And this science, it turns out, is more captivating than any legend, for it not only illuminates the past, but also serves as a prescient warning for the future. Methane reservoirs on the seabed, fluctuating magnetic fields, rogue waves, these phenomena are not confined to the Triangle alone. They are global occurrences with far-reaching implications for climate, navigation, and maritime safety worldwide. The Bermuda Triangle simply happens to be a place where all these processes manifest with exceptional clarity, as if viewed through a powerful lens. By learning to interpret the signals it transmits, we can better equip ourselves for the challenges